Most people believe their brain is on their side, that it wants them healthy, focused, in control. It doesn't. Here's proof. You know you should sleep earlier. You've read the studies. You understand the damage. But at 11 p.m., your brain offers a deal. Just one more video. One more scroll. You'll sleep tomorrow. And you take it. Not because you're weak, because your brain isn't designed for your goals. It's designed for survival. Your brain is trying to keep you alive, using rules written for a world that no longer exists. A world where food was rare, danger was constant, and tomorrow was never guaranteed. So the brain learned one thing very well: take relief when it appears and don't question it. That rule never expired. Today, relief doesn't come from safety or shelter. It comes from sugar, screens, distraction, avoidance, stimulation, and the brain treats all of it the same. This is why knowing what's healthy changes almost nothing, because knowledge lives in the conscious mind, but behavior is decided somewhere deeper, long before logic arrives. Inside the brain, the question is never, "Is this good for me long term?" The question is simpler. Does this reduce discomfort right now? If the answer is yes, the brain marks it as valuable. This is where dopamine enters the story, not as pleasure, but as pursuit. Dopamine doesn't make you feel satisfied, it makes you feel driven. It's the chemical that says, do it again, and again, and again. The strange part is that healthy habits don't excite dopamine. They stabilize it. They're quiet, predictable, unremarkable. To the brain, stability feels like boredom, and boredom feels like danger. So the brain pulls you back toward what's familiar, even if what's familiar is slowly destroying your health. This is something behavioral psychology uncovered years ago. The brain prefers familiar damage over unfamiliar improvement. Stress you understand feels safer than change you don't. That's why people return to habits they hate, why motivation fades after a few days, why discipline feels like it's leaking out of you. It's not weakness, it's protection. The brain is protecting an identity it recognizes. And this is where things get uncomfortable. The smarter you are, the easier this trap becomes. Because intelligence doesn't stop bad behavior, it explains it. It justifies it. I'll start tomorrow. I've earned this. One day won't matter. Those aren't thoughts, they're defense mechanisms. The brain uses logic the way a lawyer uses language, not to find truth, but to win the case. Neuroscience understands pieces of this system. Psychology maps the patterns. But here's the honest part most experts avoid. Science still cannot fully explain why two people with the same information, the same resources, and the same intentions make completely different health decisions. Because health isn't a logical process, it's emotional, environmental, identity-based. That's why advice doesn't stick, and that's why discipline keeps failing. Discipline asks the brain to fight itself, and the brain doesn't lose that fight. What actually works is something far less dramatic: design. You don't overpower the brain, you redirect it. You don't rely on motivation, you reduce friction. You make the unhealthy choice harder and the healthy choice quieter. Not exciting, just inevitable. The brain doesn't resist what feels normal. And here's the part most people never hear. Your brain isn't broken, it's just outdated. It's running survival software in a world of unlimited reward. Once you understand that, something shifts. You stop blaming yourself, you stop chasing motivation, and you start working with the system that's been running you all along. This channel exists to explore the science we haven't finished understanding. Because the moment you see how this really works, you can't unsee it.